终于见面了，请下载小雅 APP 按提示，帮助小雅联网吧。现已进入网络设置模式，请按小雅 APP 的提示，为小雅连接网络吧。
The limited edition Xiaoya speaker came out in 2018 as a result of a collaboration between Ximalaya, spelled with an X, and the Chinese Communist Party. At the time, it was limited to members of the Communist Party who ranked higher than county level. Special to this limited edition of the speaker is the ability to ask a Siri-like chatbot to rattle off hours of communist and Maoist education. The speaker was made to assist in party-building efforts and to adapt to modern learning habits. For example, why sit down and read the Communist Manifesto or Das Kapital when Xiaoya will read it to you? But more on that in a moment. Quick side note, some of you may not have heard of Ximalaya, but they are an absolutely massive audio service in China, probably elsewhere as well, and are kind of like a Chinese version of Sonos. That's not completely accurate, but it's good enough for this video. But back to the actual unit that we have here. When I first heard of the Ximalaya Xiaoya a few months back, it was, quite frankly, love at first sight. Luckily, I happened to have the means of getting one. One Discord chat with my friend in China, an order placed on Alibaba, a plane ticket to the US, and a 4th of July barbecue meetup later, my dreams came true and endgame was achieved. The Xiaoya cost me $75 USD and was worth every penny. Now I have to say, I like the elegant, compact packaging, kinda packaged like a whiskey bottle. Xiaoya needs to be plugged in to operate, and I was surprised to find that the charger was compatible with American outlets. Aside from the power cable, you get some nice literature from Ximalaya that is entirely in Mandarin, as one might expect. I'll just let you know now, Xiaoya needs an app that was specially made for it to access all of its most premium, communist, extra features, an app that I, unsurprisingly, couldn't find in the App Store here in the US. This app makes the most of the voice assistant named Xiaoya, who you can ask a surprising, to say the least, range of questions. On the outside of the box, there are a few examples of some of those questions. Remind me of a meeting, what's the weather, turn up the volume, the basic stuff, but things get heavy pretty quickly. Tucked in there is Xiaoya. I want to listen to the 3rd episode of the report of the 19th National Congress of the Communist Party of China. And that's just a taste to get your feet wet. In one of the booklets, they give you several suggestions to ask the limited edition speaker. Stuff like, Xiaoya, I want to listen to 30 lectures on new thinking. I want to listen to the interpretation of the 19th National Congress of the Communist Party of China by the Central Propaganda Group. And a classic, Xiaoya, I want to hear about high-quality economic development. And there's way more you can ask it, all sorts of questions and lectures on the Central Propaganda Group, the 19th National Congress, the Constitution, etc., that you can browse in another one of the provided booklets. I tried to go with a staple that I came across on one of the pages. Xiaoya, I want to hear and understand Marx.
网络好像出了问题，长按顶部按钮3秒钟，重新联网吧。
Now, unfortunately, the speaker will only give you the answers that you're looking for once it's set up with the special Xiaoya app that I mentioned before. Looks like I will return to watching Slavoj Žižek videos for some of these answers, but I was finally ready to pair my phone over Bluetooth. I booted Xiaoya up.
没有接收到您的 WiFi 信息，请再试一次吧。这次让小雅离路由器稍微近一点。
And then I pressed buttons, factory reset it, spoke to it over my phone in Mandarin via Google Translate, and finally, after an hour of finicky connection and an enormous language barrier, I connected. So how does Xiaoya sound? Just really amazingly average. Pretty much right on par with what you would expect from a speaker that costs 75 USD from 2018. Two things I noticed for anyone who actually cares about this part. Its bass was surprisingly solid, and its upper treble was incredibly brittle, tinny, and generally awful. The rest of the signature was a little messy, but nothing that bad or that special. So to conclude this video, sure, it's summertime and you're thinking about getting a nice portable waterproof JBL flip speaker. On the other hand, you can get the Ximalaya CCP Collaboration Limited Edition Xiaoya speaker, which will provide you with hours of CCP education so long as you travel to China or find questionable ways to download the app wherever you currently are. So different appeals here. I'll leave that decision up to you, but I for one have already made up my mind. If you want to see more videos and reviews that, to be honest, are not usually like this, feel free to like and subscribe below. Anyway, this is Chris with Major Hi-Fi, Workers of the World, Unite.
小雅 APP 按提示，帮助小雅联网吧。现已进入网络设置模式。